All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to some more lovely meme video gaming. I am isBullets, and the alpaca hat I'm wearing has nothing to do with the game. I don't have a narwhal hat. I'm sorry, guys. I have so many animal hats, but not a narwhal hat. They don't sell any of them. The closest I have is like an elephant hat that's got like a horn on it for some reason. Either way, this is Narwhal Heist. My goodness. I have Big Law with me helping commentate the next two games we'll be doing.
Hello, I'm Big Law.
So, Big Law doesn't know anything about this game except that it's got a narwhal and probably involves stealing things, most likely. So, he'll be along for the ride and helping to, you know, give a nice medium between me who's played this way too much and you guys who have never heard of this game until about 10 seconds ago. So, alright, so we're going to start this run in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so we're playing as Wally the Narwhal, who is used to steal money and do some crimes and stuff, and his family was kidnapped. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to, you know, save his family by collecting some gems and stuff. You know. So, that is... that's what we have going. And also we have a donation incentive for this that got met, which is to break all the vases in the tutorial. Because this is the only level that you're allowed to break vases without the game you just lose level. Because we have this big horn in front of us, and if we break anything, we get caught. And it actually has a gigantic hitbox, so you know we're gonna have to contend with that a little bit. So yeah, so if I break a bunch of things in the tutorial, is because you guys were very generous to support that. So thank you guys very much. No, I'm just gonna break these while we're. Oh, that one didn't break. There we go.
Can't be out here trying to scam us of our breaking vases.
Yep. So we're just going. So now we have all these. Each time we hit one of these, a lovely alarm is going to go off because it's supposed to teach you that, hey, you shouldn't break vases because they're kind of loud. So that doesn't happen because we just want to break everything. We're going to run around and make sure I get all of them. It's nice because it takes him a while to actually complete the level. So we pretty much finished the level already, but he's basically telling us right now, it's like, hey, don't break vases, you're dumb. And we don't care, we're just breaking more vases. So that should be all the vases. We can actually just walk around over here. But yeah, so he's going to tell us that we can leave now, but we're going to go over here and just maybe get out of bounds? I don't know. No, didn't happen. That's really sad, actually. Oh, wow. Anyways, alright, so we're in this house now, and we're actually steal real diamonds that this family apparently has all the way over around their house, instead of cardboard ones. You're noticing we're building a little bit of speed with our bunny hopping shenanigans. Whenever you jump in this game and kind of chain them together, you end up building a little bit of speed. And the game's got a nice grace period with it where you kind of slide if you've not jumped. So even if you don't immediately jump as you hit the ground, you can still slide a little bit and then keep jumping. So it's nice to kill a little bit of speed and do stuff like that. But you'll notice I was also looking up so that my horn's hitbox was pointing upwards so I could jump over some of the vases. Because otherwise you just run straight into them and fail the level.
Yeah, I gotta wonder why that family has so many vases in their house, like...
So many vases and so many diamonds. I don't know. A little sketchy. The planned next level for this game is a vase emporium. Unfortunately, it's not been created yet. So, kind of sad, but eventually. The sad thing about this game is that I believe the files for the game got deleted or something along those lines. And they didn't have a backup of it or something happened to the files, so they're not able to keep developing things. They actually have to like rebuild things from the ground up. So there's not been updates for a while because of that, unfortunately. But yeah, so we're just collecting all the diamonds here. So these shopping carts you're supposed to get inside of and kind of move around, like, oh jeez, pallet it from the inside, but instead we are just going to use them for platforming. Unfortunately right here we have to use it, and you can just kind of see how badly it handles. It's hard enough to get inside of it, but then you just kind of shimmy around with it. Are you an actual narwhal in the game? You are. You can actually see your shadow, and it looks like a narwhal. You can also click, and it makes little narwhal sounds, which are kind of cute. So, you know, all the things you want in a narwhal game. Yeah. So we're just gonna go through this vent. And the nice thing is the next 2 levels for this are actually pretty broken. The first one more than the second one. The second one has a fun skip in it, but the second level's kind of a massive thing compared to all the other ones so far. Yeah, little blubbing sounds are pretty good. So this is the construction area. You have to avoid cops by not being in their searchlight, and you have to not fall into like the cement that's everywhere that hasn't dried, I guess. I don't know. But you can control R at the beginning to skip the cutscene. So that's a vase. If you break it, it's bad, in case we haven't learned that yet. So anyways, so we're not going to do that. We're going to platform up to here, and we're just going to go out of bounds immediately. And when you're out of bounds, it's really nice because you have nothing to bump into, so you can just build a ton of speed. So you'll see when we whip around this corner, we're just going to have all the speed in the world, and we're just going to run all the way over here, and we're going to say, presto, this wall doesn't exist, and we're going to launch ourselves above the map, and we're just going to leave. And that's the level in 25 seconds. It usually takes a few minutes. But yeah, you can just leave.
That's impressive. Downright impressive.
You're not even supposed to get to that thing we launched off of. You're supposed to launch into it from somewhere else. But yeah, you just go for it. That's good times. But yeah, the old strat for that, you had to do some more platforming for like on some construction vehicles and do some sketchy stuff. But that takes like much less time. So this is the final level. Darn it, I broke that vase. That's okay. Kind of have to look sideways there so you know where the vase is, but also not to look at it. Yeah, this is a very long level, so we are going to try not to fail it at the very end, but if I do, you know, oh well, it happens. It's sad. But, so the checkpoint system in this game, fun thing to talk about. There's so you can place your own checkpoints, which sounds great. It's like you have all the control you want, but you're limited to 3 checkpoints, which is bad. And the checkpoints on this level rarely work. They just, if you die, you'll respawn back, but it'll use like all 3 of your checkpoints all at once, and then you'll still die. So the checkpoints basically don't do anything on the hardest level where they're necessary. So yeah, it's not they're a nice idea, but there's some things they need to fix with it, which they can't fix with it because they don't have the files to do that. So
yeah, maybe the next time they make this game, they'll do it the right way.
Maybe. Maybe when they remake it.
Hopefully.
Maybe it'll be worse. Maybe it just won't be one. It's like, well, you guys complained about our checkpoint system, so we're just not going to make one. So we have this little net you can kind of jump off of, but we also have these weird, I don't know what this is, if it's supposed to be like oil or like ice or, I don't know what blue thing would be on there. Anyways, so we're gonna set some checkpoints, which is that dramatic sound you just heard. Narwhal Heist Remastered, I hope, one day. I'll play it. I'll be the one person in line for it. So this is a skip here. You're gonna go backwards on this net and kind of wiggle your way around. And we skipped going all the way along there and all the way back, so that's kind of a perilous section of danger and sadness, so we don't want to do that. We're gonna go this way instead. All the way up here. You don't want to go all the way up there because you'll just bounce off and die. And then we're just gonna launch our way here and avoid all the vases, hopefully. And yeah, now we're at kind of the end. The game's a lot more fun when you realize you can bunny hop and do stuff like that. But your movement's very slidey in this game. You are like covered with lard in this game.
You are a slippery boy.
Yeah, for not being in the water at all in this game, like you slide around everywhere. So we're gonna try to skip a couple times. It's kind of rough, but it's cool when it works. So this is where you're supposed to launch off of at the end to get out of here. That's unfortunate. Okay, try it again. It's really scary if you miss it because sometimes you'll bounce in a weird way and not fall in the pipe, and we don't want that to happen. Here we go. And then you can just climb on this and then get launched by it instead of doing all these net like platforming you have to do. And then we just die. And we're just gonna land on the ground eventually. One day. We'll get there. Banana puree, that's true. That's fair. But yeah, so we're just gonna descend downwards and make our way to the final level of the game. The most exciting level of the game, which is why I'm drinking water right now.
It's important to be hydrated.
Yeah, make sure to stay hydrated, everyone. It's very important. If you don't do it, then like you'll die of not hydration. Dehydration, maybe.
Memeathon has been live for 1 hour. You should have drank at least 4 ounces of water.
Exactly. 4 ounces of water at the very least. We'll even break all the vases in here. Why not? So we have to wait here while the person that's been helping us the entire time gets, like, mugged and kidnapped, along with our family that's already kidnapped. But while it's happening, the most important thing to do is to play around with this beach ball, because it's really fun, actually. It's, like, probably the best part of the game, is that you can kind of bounce it with your horn. And it goes through your horn sometimes, but that's okay. Like all beach balls. But,
Oh dear.
oh dearie me. Oh geez, where are you? You can just like smack it and it just goes everywhere. It's good times. You know, if you ever have a section, we were talking about this before, if you ever have a section where you have to wait around and do nothing, just hide little things like little narwhal up here, or like a beach ball that you can like hit around and move everywhere. It's very important. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. You can sometimes clip it through the ground if you do like this. Yeah. Okay, it's not working. Oh, just it's ethereal now. So this is the Professor Wigglyworth's Vase Emporium. Wait, I thought his name was Professor Wiggly-Wham. That's really confusing. I guess they just changed the name. Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I don't know the lore as well as I thought I did. Time's gonna come up as soon as the screen goes black, which should be in like now. There you go. Time. Woo! Yay! Cheering. Excitement. There's no Vase Emporium. I'm sorry, we tricked everyone. We led you all along. It doesn't exist. Next time it comes out, you know, for next Memeathon, I can, for definitely not Memeathon, we can run that whenever that comes out.